You're doing something in your relationships that is slowly killing them, even though it seems harmless. Picture this. Your friend or partner comes to you with a problem. Maybe it's work, maybe it's a family drama. You listen, you spot the issue, and you offer the perfect solution. You fixed it. You are helpful. So why do they look annoyed? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not only not helping, you're triggering a biological threat response in their brain. To understand exactly why it happens, we actually have to look at Google and a mistake they made a few years ago. You see, they launched this huge study called Project Aristotle. They were trying to find this perfect formula for a dream team. So they looked at everything you might expect, who has the most IQ, best managers, what were the best personality types that work together, but they found nothing. The dream teams on paper were often the worst performers. They were missing the invisible variable that was more important than IQ or than skill. They found that the only thing that predicted success was psychological safety. Psychological safety is not just about being nice. It's the belief that you won't be punished for being messy. In a relationship, that's the engine. If a person feels judged or fixed, safety breaks. So if safety is the engine, why does giving advice destroy it? It's not an attitude problem, it's a biology problem. Neuroscience shows that unsolicited advice accidentally hits two specific panic buttons in the human mind. And until you know what they are, you will keep setting them off. This is what Dr. David Rock called the scarf model. Advice triggers two massive threats: status and autonomy. Status means that you're saying, I know, you don't. You just raised your status and lowered theirs. That doesn't feel nice. Autonomy means you're taking away their control. So every time you offer advice without permission, you're accidentally telling someone, I'm smarter than you, and you should do what I say. No wonder they stop sharing with you. Their brain literally registers your help as a threat to their competence and control. So the question becomes, how do you actually support someone without triggering their threat response? You need to stop being the fixer and start being the architect. Listen to this. We're gonna use a concept from behavioral economics called
the IKEA Effect.
Think about it. Why do you love that wobbly table you built from IKEA? More than a perfect one maybe you bought from a store. Because you built it. We value things infinitely more when we create it ourselves. If you give your partner the answer, they're not gonna appreciate it because it's your answer. But if you help them build their answer, then they'll own it. Okay, so what's the actionables? I've got a two-step process for you. The permission pause and the architect question. Step one, permission pause. Ask them, do you want some advice? Or do you just want to be heard right now? Simple as that. If they just want to be heard, let them be heard. If they want advice. Step two, the architect question. Ask them, what do you think the real challenge is here? Boom, they're building their own IKEA furniture right in front of your eyes. Remember, every time you offer unsolicited advice, you're saying, I'm smarter than you. But when you ask permission, you're saying something completely different. You're saying, I trust you and I'm here. That's what builds real connection. Not your solutions, your presence. You tell me what's better. So the next conversation you have, will you be the fixer or will you be the architect? Drop a comment below. What's the hardest thing about not giving advice? I want to hear how this lands for you. See you on the next one.